on another aspect of the campaign and its significance, especially where we're standing right now. Because I have another image to share with you. And it's an Edwin Forbes image drawn on May 29th, 1864. And the image is titled Contraband Escaping. Contraband Escaping. And I believe most of you know what contraband was in this sense. That's right. And here's his sketch of the contraband escaping. And many of them trying to get behind the army. And that brought them to where we are right now. So in this same vein, I want to share with you a short incident related by a correspondent to the New York Daily Tribune. He was traveling with the Army. He recorded a scene that took place close to where we are today. And it was published in the paper just a few days, in the New York Daily Tribune, just a few days after it took place here. He was writing from the Army of the Potomac, Monday, May 30th, 9 a.m. Negroes who left Richmond Friday noon are also about to camp. Hundreds of contrabands of all sexes flocked into our lines like crows and beg our protection. A very touching incident occurred here while headquarters were halted at the Newton farm, not far from where we are, near Nelson. It was connected with these unfortunate beings. At the time McClellan's army occupied the peninsula in '62, a father and two sons belonging to Captain Newton. This is the Captain Newton of Summer Hill. And I'm going to be reminded to point it out because we're going to go by it when we leave here. A father and two sons belonging to Captain Newton ran and joined our army. This was when McClellan was here in 1862. The father, the eldest boy, on reaching Washington, remained there, the younger remaining with the army as a servant at Army headquarters. This boy, following on in the rear of staff officers, etc., suddenly found himself on the plantation of his birth. The residence of his old grandmother and mother, an innumerable multitude of brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. These flocked around the poor boy, weeping and caressing him until he was nearly suffocated, and glad to extricate himself from their oppressive endearments. That story of contraband and escaping slaves is such a big part of the history, especially as it took place here around Richmond. And we're actually standing on a place where that unfolded. Who knows how many hundreds, thousands slaves escaping the plantations came through here, made their way, many made their way behind the Union Army, and eventually down to Hampton Road. And then from there, many stayed, but some apparently left and went farther north. But here is part of that story that's taking place at the same time as the two armies are coming